I've been in the city for quite some time, and I was always curious about the political process. I've always voted on a national level, but I've never taken the time to see what's happening here locally, when in fact that is the level that most affect me and my well-being and my surroundings right here in my community. So in doing that, I decided to swing by Jose Segarra's office, who is running for mayor. Just asked him a few questions. Wanted to get inside of his head to see what goes on with him and the office. Here's our interview. Just a few questions I want to ask you, Rand. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Ponce, Puerto Rico, but when I was young, 3 years old, my family at that time decided to move to Chicago. Went to school there until I joined the Army at 17.
Cubs or White Sox?
I'm a Cubs fan. Even though I'm on the south side, always a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
And I used to get tickets to go see the White Sox for free and hardly ever used them, but I enjoy both of them, but Cubs all the way.
And so you spent a few years in the Army. How long was it the Army?
I went in the Army in 1982, got out in 1992, so I was active duty for 10 years. I came from Korea and got stationed here in Fort Hood in 1990. 91, we went to Desert Storm because I was with the 1st Cavalry Division here, 27th Main Support Battalion. I've been here going on 26 years now.
Yeah.
And that's a lot longer than what I spent, growing up in Chicago. So.
Got you. So do you play any sports?
Well, my thing is I watch it. I watch football, I watch basketball, but as far as activities for myself, I'm a runner. I love to run. And so last year I did 3 full marathons, a couple of years ago. I always liked to run, but I never took it as serious as I do now. I run about 25 miles a week. My goal is to do a few more marathons this year.
Wow.
My last marathon was the Army Marathon they did here on Killeen. It went from Killeen all the way to Temple, so I ran from Killeen to Temple down 439. It was good. I enjoyed it. But I ended up doing the Army Marathon. And in comparison to the Austin Marathon, the Army Marathon is the tougher one.
Wow.
Because you start flat, you go through Killeen and Harker Heights and Nolanville. And then when you get to the hills in Belton, you're at mile 17, 18, and that's when it really kicks in.
Yeah, well, you lost me at mile whatever.
And those are the things that because a lot of people ask me, well, why are you running? Those are the things that I think we need to bring in the city. I think that bringing an event like that to this area would be huge, and keeping it, because those are some activities that if, you can bring them to the area, they bring people. They'll fill up your hotels. I've gone to some of these marathons. I mean, I also gone to the one in Washington, D.C., which is the Army 10 miler. I've run that one 2 years in a row. For the Army 10 miler, they have 35,000 people that run that thing. Bringing more and more people to activities like this, it would be great.
Why this city? What kept you here in this city? What did you see?
I thought I was going to make a lot of money. I got a job working on these mixer trucks, and you've probably seen these huge green trucks that carry cement. And I was working at them as a mechanic, and I was making $6 an hour. This was like 23 years ago. So, even at that time, it wasn't a lot of money, but that's all I can get after 10 years in the Army. I could have retired.
Right.
But what I told myself at that time is I do not want to have regrets, and I don't want to look back when what would have been my 20th year and say I should have stayed in. I love the military, and I think that's a great opportunity, but I think that in itself pushed me to better myself. I was always looking for something better. I always wanted to have my own business. At that time, I could not even buy a house. I mean, my credit was not that great, and at $6 an hour, nobody really is going to look at you. A lot of the stuff that I've learned, I try to teach, because everybody here, they want success in some form or another. Why Killeen? Because this is the place of opportunities. This is where the opportunities that I have today were created. I enjoy sharing that with other people. That's what I do. I say I create dreams. Every month I do seminars here, and people are full of dreams. They want to get into real estate. They want to do something. And I say, it's not about selling houses. It's about changing your life. You're going to have a major life shift if you really follow through on all the obstacles. Killeen, I think, is a place that you can do that. Success for a city is grown from within. As politicians, we want to encourage people to start their own business or follow their dreams or do whatever it is that they want, and making it as easy as possible.
If somebody's out there that wants to help you attain that office, what can we do?
Yeah, well, we need all the volunteers we can take.
Okay.
The election is actually May 7th. They have early election prior to that. A couple of weeks prior to that, it'll be early voting. You can go ahead and vote. And then it's just getting the word out. It's just getting signs, getting to know people, getting people to volunteer, meetings, occasional meetings, either weekly or every other week. My thing, whether you vote for me or not, my main focus is to get people out to vote. So if I can get more people to get out and vote, I think that would be a huge accomplishment. So my goal is, let me see if I can get at least 5,000 people to come out and vote. What makes our town so valuable is that, we're right outside Fort Hood. The soldiers here that sacrifice, sometimes they give you the ultimate sacrifice for the freedom. And part of that freedom is that right to vote. And here we are that have it. A lot of us don't vote.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jose. Thank you.
All right.
All right. As you can see, Jose is a very busy man, yet still has the time to take care of the duties for the office of mayor. You're going to see a website on the bottom here somewhere. Just take a look at that website. If you feel that he is the right candidate for you, give him a shout. Help him along with this campaign. I am sure doing that will make your life better here. Ron Cooks, Real Estate Marketplace, thank you very much.